All right. So we have a little bit of crazy bitch business to handle. So you know what? I saw something. And it made me wonder what the hell's going on. So, hello, JR. Good to see you. This, the Vital Message Channel. Live interviews by Caduceus. Join the open panel. Treat the world like your laboratory. Now, the only thing I see on here anymore are featured channels. There's no more conversations. Nothing in the community tab. Just channels. So, that leads me to believe, because I know he wouldn't have just done that by himself, that leads me to believe that he had some external pressure put on him to get rid of his fucking content. Probably his future, his livelihood, threatened if he didn't. Because men like this don't just do this unless they're giving an ultimatum. So, all the previous history would lead me to believe that it's either not your everyday Ashley XOXO, that whore over there, or her emotional support friend who claims to be some kind of fucking authority in the psychology realm. But both of those crazy bitches were very instrumental in terrorizing that man quite a bit. And you know what? These little comments are very telling. First off, this crazy cunt Ashley went to Kush. Hey Kush, saw you on Bullets Live. I just wanted to clear the air that I never called anyone's university, workplace, or anything close to it. Not on Caduceus or anyone for that matter. I don't know where Bullets got that information. Quote, he never stated a source, but it's absolutely false. Anyway, thanks for having me on your panel. That time, I did have a good time as well. Take care. So I commented saying, yeah, Bullets did say the source. You don't listen very well, do you? And then she said, I didn't hear the source, to be honest. That's a lie. I know this isn't true, so whatever or whomever, the source is obviously not reliable. I didn't listen to the entire stream, but skimmed through most of it and never heard any source mentioned except the news. See, that's a lie. And I said, guess if it's important to clear your name, you shouldn't just skim through. You might want to listen closer, then go to the source. And then she responded with, he's not specific, but I'm assuming you mean yourself, ? You know goddamn well who I mean. That's not surprising. I don't know who the fuck Beth is, and I don't even know where Caduceus goes to university. You're trolling hard. Oh, and then because Ashthot can't even handle a one-on-one back and forth in a comment section, she has to phone in her friend to give her a hand. So who wants to waste time clearing up rumors that are beyond far-fetched like that? If people want to believe something that starts with I heard, then I guess that's on them. And who the heck is Beth? So I didn't respond to that crazy cunt because it wasn't who I was talking to. So I responded to just Ashthot, saying he was specific, and I see you brought in your emotional support tomato. Can't handle anything on your own. And then Ashthot went quiet. And then Raging Tomato comes in with some shaming and manipulation tactics, saying, I'm sorry to hear that you don't have any best friends to support you like this. It must be tough not having a BFF who backs you up. You call it emotional support. I call it being a good friend. Do you have one of those? See, I find that fucking hilarious. Because you know what? Coddling people and speaking for them is actually not being a good friend. So I don't believe that these thoughts are even friends. By the way, I'm going to say hi to everybody. JR, Contriver, good to see you. Primo, Timothy, welcome back. Braxton, yeah. Splurging tomato. Yeah. Well, being since Ashthot doesn't have the fucking ability to speak for herself, I'm going to drop the link for the Raging Tomato. Sarah, if you would like to come speak on your weak friend's behalf, because I don't fucking buy it. I don't buy that Ashley wasn't behind that. Or maybe it was Sarah. I don't know. That's a specific signature for the particular kind of crazy bitches these two are. So my first thought would be one of them or both of them. Yeah, Sam. It's unfortunate that Ashthot doesn't have any friends that actually respect and trust her to handle things on her own. I wonder how long Sarah has been Ashthot's little mommy. I know she's like her emotional support because that bitch is crazy. Like super crazy. Hello, Bob. Good to see you again. So come on, Sarah. If Ashthot, I know Ashthot's a fucking coward. She won't have a conversation. Every time I seem to join a stream where she's on, she fucks off pretty quick. The Price is Right music. I need to find The Price is Right music. I don't know what that sounds like. Hello, Joe Buddy. Who's Ashthot and Tomato? Well, they are some crazy whores that like to hang out in the PUA communities. So Sarah prides herself. That's the Raging Tomato. She prides herself on being an authority in the mental health field. I don't know what fucking experience she has or what kind of course she took, but when I first came across Ashley's channel, she had Sarah on the panel and she was referring her for the dissection of, mental health stuff. She was the one molesting and bastardizing the psychology terminology, to suit their own agenda. Hey, pooping while standing. Good to see you. Hey, Lawrence. PDA community. Yeah, the PDA. The petting zoo. The emotional and mentally unstable, like in Sex on the Brain people. Yeah, those. How long should I wait for one of those crazy bitches to hit the link, I wonder? I know they're watching. I know that for a fact. They can't help it. Oh no. These are feminists, both of them. I mean, the space is mostly men, but there's whores that orbit that space. Hey, K-Plant, how are you? You vouch for him, JR? I will if you vouch for him. All right, we'll do. Right. I'm not sure. I started to watch a documentary and couldn't get very far through it before shutting it off. It was a real red pill movie, though. I don't know. It just wasn't my thing. Guns. The queen of the what Stygian witches? Oh, nothing much. Just these cowardly cunts being exactly what they are. I want them to come explain to me exactly how they're not responsible for TVM privating all of his stuff, because I think they are. So I dropped the link. Or, I could accept on the panel any of these white knights that want to argue on their behalf, any of the petting zoo culture dudes that seem to tolerate these guns. I don't know. Tomato, Ashthot, do you have any white knights you would like to send in your defense? I'm sure you can contact one. Yeah, let's check this chat. I don't know, Sam. I don't know if I would call them haters. I mean, are haters actually scared of people? I think they're really scared to get up on the panel and have a conversation with me. I call them cowards. Weak fucking cowards. That's what I call them. Price is Right. I gotta look that up. Might as well while I'm waiting for some courage to show up. And some sensibility. Right, song. Holy shit, there's an hour of the theme song. Oh, God. Really? Oh, the guy, bro. Yeah, he's afraid of me, too. He cracks me up, actually. I don't think he'll white knight for those two thoughts. He actually doesn't like them more than he doesn't like me. So, yeah. Hello, Outlaw. Yeah, what did he call me? I actually made a little clip with him in it. I was pretty proud of that clip, actually. Maybe I'll play that in the meantime. There's a little Okie in there. There's me being all technologically inclined. Yeah, it's like a 2-minute clip. I'll switch to that while we wait for one of these crazy cowardly bitches to show up. They were lurking on Kush's stream earlier while they were making comments. It's pretty funny. There we go.
Yeah, good evening. Glad to be on. I'm a big fan, Guy Bro.
Thank you.
Somebody suggested I jump on your screen, so I'm mainly listening.
Oh, dope. Yeah, me and End Times are cool. We can definitely kick it for what it is. So Minka is a whole nother goddamn story. She is very conniving, a liar. I do think she is a transformer. Went on to the Fresh and Fit show, but there is a Good Mother connection in all of this as well. Good Mother actually admitted to being an alien. And she was also at 22 Studios doing makeup as well, along with Tony Bruno. So there is that connection. And she's just another one who's trying to make women look fucking bad.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Well, that's the thing is like her whole thing is pointing out the crazy bitches. Yet you like just go down her catalog of videos and just read the titles and you go, oh my god, she's literally just projecting her own problems on everyone else. Like she's literally just talking about herself in her titles. And the thing is, this MH goes, well,
really, Okie, you're gonna attempt to also molest and bastardize psychology terminology? Maybe you and Raging Tomato should hook up. Maybe you guys can fucking rape the psychology field together. You guys would make a good couple, actually.
well, you flirted and simp for Minka, and the catch has the video of Pastor Dab. Whether that's you in the past or not is up for discussion. But the thing is, these guys, most of these guys have not changed and grown in the last like 5-6 years, whereas you and I have actually changed, grown, improved our lives, changed perspectives. And the thing is, they can't handle that because they want to keep you in a box where they can define who you are, so they can put you down. But the thing is,
At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
I love that part. May God have mercy on your soul. Yeah. Here's the guy, bro. So YouTube keeps recommending Ashthot. That's funny. Yeah, it really doesn't take much. But Ranger, you're not a PUA, so I think there's a lot of people that can like see through their bullshit a lot quicker. So you're like black belt level fucking crazy bitch detection. Right, Timothy? Yeah, they do. Well, I'm going to drop this link again. Because Ashley loves to run her fucking mouth. I've heard her say all sorts of shit about me. Strangely. I'm like, wow, where did that rumor come from? She did mention that I have a channel with like a couple 100,000 subs on it, but she didn't mention what it was. Does she even know? Highly doubtful. Contriver, you're not Ashthot or Raging Tomato. I'm gonna see you backstage. What's happening?
I just wanted to ask you one question that how was this as to what happened to Caduceus is any different from FBI and Criminal Investigation Joint Terrorism Task Force and Texas A&M University uh, coming to your doorstep? It is
It's different. It's completely different because these are tactics crazy bitch feminists use against men, and they don't work on me. So when those guys said they were here about my YouTube channels, I was like, damn, it's about time you guys showed up. I've been waiting for you. And we talked for an extended period of time about what's on my channel because they spent a couple weeks watching it before they even came. And yeah, sending straight white men to go sort me out was a stupid idea, being since in our country, straight white men are the most oppressed currently. So that's how it's different. These crazy bitches can dox me and try to fuck with me all day, every day, but it's not going to work the way it works on men. Men have this fear of the police, this entire system that was designed to protect women.
okay. So, but it if they were perspicacious enough,
Mhm.
they would not had even come to your doorstep. I mean, they would have been able to understand as to what is what,
Yeah,
but
but
they still
they
came.
have to. They have to respond to every call. Plus, they wanted to kind of share some stories with me too that are relevant that I also got to share on my channel, and then they saw that and appreciated me not name dropping them. So
Yes, but it it came across like a blessing in disguise for you, isn't it? My thing is the consistency and continuity in this sort of policy
mhm.
would not always be a virtue,
Right.
meaning that there would come a time when some female FBI or someone would come along
Hmm.
and things would turn awry. What would happen then? What happens
For
next?
me or for
Uh,
your average man.
average man for you because you know no vaginas were tagged along on this sort of a job in the first place, so
Well, the guy from the FBI has a partner who's a woman, and he was sure as shit to leave her behind when he came.
yes, but
So
that happened out of happenstance, nah.
no, I don't think so.
Okay, so if he didn't had the perspicacity to not tag along a female counterpart of his,
Hmm.
would things would have turned for the better? Just, I mean,
If he
just
brought the female with him,
yes.
I might have been able to recruit her too.
I don't. Ah,
She might have ended up quitting her job after that conversation.
I mean, I hope I'm not a pessimist, and I hope I'm not challenging you on facts, but
Yeah.
I just think that things would have turned worse.
I don't know. Maybe okay. Let's test it out. Crazy bitches call in and make complaints about me to any various levels of authority. You know, police, FBI, CIA, whoever, sheriff's office, and request that they send a woman to my doorstep to talk to me about my YouTube channel. Please, we'll see how it goes. I'm not worried.
I mean, I'm also not worried, but I can't actually bear the tragedy of the situation that people might have tried to take advantage of, you know, people using good offices, and
Yes,
since
they do it all the
this
time.
exactly.
Yeah, women do it all the fucking time. The same kind of crazy bitch that Sarah, Tomato, and Ashley are. They do that all the time.
Without state support in a Taliban sort of ruled territory, they would not have been able to get away with this.
Right. Exactly.
But why do that if you are losing, or you are just trying to prove a point or something? I just want to get into the nitty gritty of things.
Okay. They do it because they want people to shut up.
Okay.
That's why. They want you guys to shut up. That's why they keep canceling your channels.
Uh,
Yes, they
and
want to
and
oppress your First Amendment rights.
and I was hearing in the comment section, I mean, which you showed right away, that bullets was not specific. Bullets was specific. That Ashley called at you know uh, the university where Caduceus is, and he has been told, and it was not a farce.
Yeah, but
So
he also
she,
said where he
yes,
got that information. And Ashley knew that when she was typing. So
okay,
she heard
so
it was from me because I think it was fucking her.
okay, and what better way to actually prove herself right
Mm.
by trying to talk it out? I mean, this is what I have seen in the Beth video, which she has taken down as well, when she was saying, "Talk to me, talk to me." I mean,
Right.
these women think that they would be able to talk it out every damn situation in the world.
Well, I mean, talking does get to the bottom of things. And Ranger, yes, you do get a wrench because I don't need anybody trying to clone your account and starting shit in my chat. So it lets me know that you are you because crazy bitches like to do that.
Oh, yes. First of all, that Elspeth Meyer.
Right. Yeah, actually, Ranger had a chat earlier about white knights. Might need to pick your brain a little bit about them too. I
White
got
Knights.
some. Yeah.
I have been a brown knight all my age. All
Right.
all my 25 years of age, I have been a brown knight. A
Yeah.
proud, shining brown knight in white armor.
Well, I'm gonna give those two cunts 4.5 more minutes to hit that link. I know they're still watching because they
I mean,
can't
if
help
they come, I
themselves.
would. If they come, I would leave. So, I mean, I'm not trying to take over the situation or anything. If they
Yeah.
come, I would gladly leave because women need to be sorted out by men.
Yeah.
So, I would leave.
Well, after 4 minutes and 10 seconds, they're not no longer gonna have the opportunity to convince me it wasn't them. So, and then we can change subjects.
Oh, surely.
Yeah.
There is a lot more to discuss in this world than
Yeah.
these women who are doxers.
Right. Big time doxers, manipulators, fucking emotional terrorists, Me Too,
I,
panders.
I have still not forgiven that bottom bitch of a grill wearing awesome Alice. By the way,
Yeah.
I would never let go. I mean, she called me something which I have never been called in my life.
Yeah. Well, they're careless with their words, Driver. Especially the most retarded ones. See, at least Ashthot and Sarah are a little tiny bit smarter than that inbred idiot. They won't even have a conversation with me because they know better. Alice, on the other hand, was too stupid to realize what she was dealing with.
Alas,
Yeah.
things would have been better.
Yeah.
Anyways, what is the time over there? It is 9:03 a.m. over here in
Yeah.
India.
It's 10:30.
Okay. So 10 hour 30 minutes late geographical positioning.
Yeah.
By the way, do you always, comb your hair this way? I have never seen you like this. This is like from the 80s or 70s sort of a
No.
hairstyle.
What, the half
No,
up with the bangs?
this is not an 80s or 70s hairstyle.
I
I
don't
think
know.
I have seen it in some of the movies in 80s or 70s,
Well,
if I'm not
everything kind of comes back around every 20 years, so it would make sense that these
exactly.
styles are making a
Exactly.
comeback.
Okay. No, it is looking good because I am seeing it for the first time. Perhaps
Oh,
because I have not noticed yet.
yeah. Oh, she does that on purpose. She likes to think she's sneaky, so she can be like, "Oh, I wasn't talking about you."
I watched one of your videos and
Mhm.
left a comment that was from 2 years ago. That is the first time I saw you. You were reacting to the Kevin Samuels video,
Oh
and it
yeah,
was a 50-minute, 56-minute something of a video.
a
And
breakdown of like a
I
ten
left a
minute clip.
exactly.
Yeah,
And that is for the first time I saw you and said to myself, who is this woman who is
right.
doing a 50-minute analysis of a 10-minute clip? I
Yeah.
mean, it was not even 10 minutes long, if I'm
Well,
not mistaken.
there was a lot there because it was three feminists on Fresh and Fit, and one was kind of leading the little pack. The other one was like almost 40 and dressing like a 12-year-old, which is really fucking weird. Yeah, it was funny, the clip.
Even I loved it. I mean, that was one of the best videos of yours in terms of views and everything. And
Yeah.
people loved it as well.
Yeah.
It wasn't like people didn't know. Everybody came, and every sane person who had a conscience actually agreed with you that this is not normal.
Right. Right.
And
It's not
this
normal.
is exactly.
Yeah, I don't get the dressing like you're a kid when you're a grown ass woman. I don't get that.
I mean, with age also comes something called grace. Now, if I would be wearing a hoodie or something for a
Right.
workout, it is good.
Yeah.
But for office purpose, I need to wear, trousers and a full shirt with cuffs and everything. That is the way you should do it.
Mm.
But
Actually, Ranger, that's a good point because it's the same kind of women that have like hit on my son before. Like back when he was 16, 15 and 14. Like gross. I mean, he was tall for his age, but still. You could tell he was a fucking minor.
oh, come on. Don't you see all these high school teachers who are sleeping around with 13 or 14-year-old underage boys? And
Yeah.
that 13 and 14-year-old underage boy, when he becomes a major adult at the age of 18, when he attains the age of 18, he has to pay them child support.
Yeah. It's sad.
Sad state of affairs.
Well, it's been 7 minutes now. It's been 32 minutes total, though, that they've been hiding.
They are afraid of you, and for a good reason.
Well, good thing the ones I see on a daily basis don't have a fucking clue, and I can just talk to them in their environment. Who knows? One day I might show up at one of these crazy bitches' work just to have the conversation with them.
Amen to that.
That would be fun.
Oh, yes.
Just so happen to be in the area or a customer one of these days. Yeah, celebrated by who though? Because I find that utterly fucking disgusting.
I mean, Red Ranger knows a lot because he got an old, Alpha widow also leave her job because of him, because he was not talking to her and
Right.
mollycoddling her.
Right. Well, I'm gonna drop
Stop
the
being
link.
so handsome, man. Stop being so handsome. Men
He
should be rugged and ugly like all of us.
he can't help he's a Tyrone. Okay.
Stop being a Tyrone then,
Right.
my nigga.
All right, I dropped the link. Actually, Red Ranger, if you have right, if you have a few minutes, I have a couple white knight questions because I'm wondering if what you're seeing at work is similar to what I'm seeing at work. I know you started that new job in a completely different state, and it's in the trades. Because I'm trying to figure out whose job it is to sort these guys out, really.
White Knights.
Yeah.
Uh, Upper level management if they wish to do so. However, as a succinct reply, they don't know the head or tail of what is going on.
There are a few in the upper level management. I mean, the manager, plus on a corporate level, many of those executive chief blah blah blahs are also fucking white knights. So
Exactly.
I mean, I figured out who's not, and I know how to
Managerial?
talk to them, but I'm
Look,
not sure how to
okay.
breach the
To breach the source code. Okay. So
yeah.
I would say the upper management level are already in their late 50s to early 60s. That is that they are from the boomer generation. And this is not anything about the boomer generation. Here it is.
Can you hear me?
Hey, Ranger, the
Yes,
stash is
sir.
back.
The stash is back.
Hold on, I don't.
You can't hear us? No, he can't
Hello.
hear us. No, actually, Contriver, some of these guys are like 40s and up.
Then they are
Yeah,
born with a silver
like where I
spoon.
work. I'm the youngest guy
Yeah.
in my team at 35.
Okay, so you're seeing some white knightery at your job too.
Not even that, I would say straight up sympatry, because there's one girl who works in rental in the mechanic shop next to us.
Yeah.
But the guy and her boyfriend works in the other part of the site. So like, for example, today we had our monthly safety meeting. Each department, I represent mine. I go to the safety meetings because I can talk and do stuff, and no one else wants to do that in my team. Her boyfriend walks by and like makes faces at her the whole time. Like, this girl definitely wears the pants, but she knows every guy wants her in that yard. Like, I won't even say hi to her. I keep it short.
Yeah.
I just won't. But all the other women work in the offices, and the guys all pine around these girls' desk. One of them got fired for apparently sleeping with somebody at a Christmas party. Like, yeah, or anytime an attractive, it's bad. Like, and these are all, I work with all these married men who allegedly have great marriages, and all they do is say, and these guys all have daughters, and they all say like these dastardly, disgusting things every time an
Right.
attractive chick is on the job site. And the other
Yeah.
day, I looked at one of them and I said, "You all have daughters, don't you?" I'm like, "Do you think they'd?" And these daughters are like of age, like they're adults. I'm like, "Do you think they'd want to hear their dads talking like this?"
Right.
You know, but I wouldn't say white knighting, but I just see a lot of the sympatry and downright drooling of these older middle-aged men about anytime. It's pretty bad. Like, every time we go out to lunch or a job site, anytime there's an attractive waitress, these guys turn into like, they're panting, and I'm the
Right.
one sitting there going, which is funny because my supervisor, he gives me shit every day because I won't have kids. It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
Right. Yeah, there is one in upper management that sounds a lot like that. Married dude, totally. Yeah.
Married men do not like the company of other single men as well as their women. They tell them to sever their ties with other single men because they would be able to poison their mind and contaminate them in that regard.
Yeah.
Mm.
I've seen that, been there, done that. Uh, when I was working as a banking professional, one of my colleagues was a white man actually, and his wife actually told him explicitly that if you hang around uh, this chap, you are going to end up old and lonely and this, that, and the other, preying on his insecurities. And he happily had to comply. That is what he did.
Well, I'm working on ridding this specific company of all its crazy bitches currently, and it's going well. I thought. I mean, I'm not really getting a lot of pushback. It's just that, I mean, there have been a few that have been fired, a few that have quit. Everybody knows on the management level not to hire any more fucking feminists because I told them I'm going to get rid of them. So don't even bother wasting the company resources on, background checks. Apparently it costs $5,000 to do onboarding, like drug
Yeah.
test, background check. $5,000?
Oh, yeah,
That's
especially if
ridiculous.
it's a rapid drug test, or like for my place, we had a handwriting analysis thing as part of the entrance.
Wow.
That supposedly, and I say allegedly, breaks down who you are as a person, because my supervisor, the same one that gives me shit for not wanting to have kids every day,
Yeah.
he's like, "Oh, your handwriting analysis doesn't seem accurate." I was like, "You believe that bullshit?" I'm like, "You're very persuadable, aren't you?"
Right. Right. I want to get my handwriting analyzed.
It's bullshit. It's bullshit, in my opinion.
My
They pay an
handwriting.
exorbitant amount of money to get these specialists to analyze your penmanship. You write in cursive, then you write in print for like 10 lines. And I was like, well, I've been writing in cursive since the second grade. My print
Hey,
looks like
you.
crap.
Hey,
My print
Yeah.
looks like crap. So they only analyzed my print. And I'm like, of course you did. That's why I think it's a crock of shit.
What?
Okay, pause.
What?
Uh,
What?
Good mother, you have
Yeah.
seen my handwriting?
Yes. It's beautiful. it's
No, but
yeah,
it isn't
it's
cursive,
beautiful.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, we are of the same age. Me
Yeah.
and Red Ranger have a lot in common,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Yeah, yeah, and like, and I've sprinkled it in my videos lately, and like the one coworker he's 36, also black. He's the only one who has like a good marriage because his wife is traditional, and even he
Right.
says to me, like, when the other guys try to shame me and gaslight me, and I just sit there and ignore it and go about my day, and he'll be like, there's a lot of good points here. And like, he talked to me last Friday night and he goes, dude, he's like, I'm not going to lie. He's like, no one else in that office is going to tell you, but a lot of those dudes are envious of your situation. I said, yeah, I can tell. That's why they try to gaslight me. And
Right.
like when I first started there, in the first couple of weeks, I said to them, I go, are you broads or are we guys? Because I
Right.
literally called out at a luncheon. I said, for a blue collar place in one of the largest construction companies in the world, and we're in the trades, I go, you would think that this is a blue collar area, but oh my God, you guys are so sensitive.
Right.
I was like, I'm from the East Coast. I said, where I come from, we just deal with shit head on.
Right.
There's
That's
so
what
much gossipy bullshit, and it's mostly men in this job field, right?
Yeah. I've been seeing that too, and I don't know what to do with it. I mean, I just kind of keep my mouth shut because
I
I'm
call
like,
it out. I just call it out every day.
but I feel like that should be a man's job. Like, if I called it out, what would that do to them?
I don't know. The one woman that's in the yard that works, I mean, it's clear, like, even when it was her turn to speak in the safety meeting today, like she has a commanding presence for a small woman. Like I said, if you saw her boyfriend, like, they were arguing out in front of our shop last week, and the guys were like, oh my God, they're arguing. And I go, I told you, this guy seems like a nice kid. They live together. They've been together for years. But I go, dude, if people could just watch him, because it's an open windows in this meeting room that we're in, and he walked by the last of me, like, brought her lunch, but like, he kept walking by on his break and like making these faces at her, and I was like, he's the chick. I'm like, he's a prime example of what's wrong with men now. I'm like, this dude's the chick. She's wearing the
Right.
pants. I'm like,
Right.
nope.
Well, I've
She's the
noticed.
masculine one of the two. And it's funny,
Yeah.
like, she rides her motorcycle. I'm pretty sure he rode on her back home the other day.
It's so messed up.
Look,
By the way, hello, Outlaw.
Hello, Outlaw. The problem is men do not have any self-love, self-respect,
Not enough
and
testosterone, too much soy.
yes, but
Yeah.
testosterone and soy is not enough to destroy a man.
I
Men
beg to
have,
differ. I beg to differ.
I
You're
mean,
not here on
it
the
is
West
not
Coast
the
seeing
last
this
straw.
stuff.
I mean, it is not the last straw, but I think the mentality itself as well. 50% I would say your physiological structure is, and 50% I would say is your mentality, the will to persevere. And today's men in our generation, like I am also 35, you are also 35. So in our generation, not many men are like that. They love to be celebrated like a cuck. They celebrate it, literally. You know what I am talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to say anything about it and be nice about it. You know?
I'm not nice about it. When I say it at work, I'm not nice at all.
But I try to draw a line at anything I would identify as misandry, and any kind of bullying towards a man, I stay away from. I'm like, that's not my fucking lane. That's not my job. Like, it's not my job to sort men out. It's my job to sort out the women. So I feel like
But
those kind of guys get enough shit from women that they probably, like, anything that I say probably wouldn't even
I
hit.
think this generation of men like it. That's how neutered they
exactly.
are.
See, and
Yes.
that I don't want to feed into that either. Like, that kind of grosses me out.
This masochistic sort of
Yeah.
tendency has been conflagrated and aggravated via women and mothers.
Happy wife,
To be
happy
honest.
life.
Exactly.
Never
Right.
bought into that.
What is hers, and what is yours is also hers.
Oh, I gotta check with the wife. Oh, that happens. Too.
Exactly.
Oh, like that happened a lot when I was in the army too, because I was the outlier as one of the few NCOs that didn't have a spouse. So like we'd be out somewhere off duty, and every time like one guy he bought a beer and his wife blew up his phone. What are you doing? Where are you? And the other 5 guys would be like, oh, gotta check with a wife. Gotta check with a wife if I can hang out with you because you're the single guy. I'm like, I'm not a bad influence, but okay. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, gotta get permission from the wife. Oh yeah. Gotta the queen. Yeah.
Right.
Whee! The queen.
God, the queens. So I just keep my mouth shut and ignore them. Is that what you're saying? Or
Well,
should I go to somebody else and be like, hey, you need to sort this out. You're a dude. This is your lane.
Who
Yeah,
would
but
do
then what you're
that?
gonna run into though? That dude's probably gonna be like, yeah, well, that's just how it is. GM, yeah, well, I can't. I don't want to ruffle feathers.
Well,
I don't have the feeling share bear with me. I can't say anything.
I'm in a position right now where I can write up pretty much anybody in the store that's below a department supervisor. So I can go to another department supervisor and be like, hey, tell your dude to quit doing this thing or I'm going to write him up.
And tell the chicks to put their dick up. Like Kevin Samuels used to say, man, put your dick up.
Right.
Look, that is not going to happen in a realistic manner. The reason being, there are not that much of righteous and justice loving men left in the workforce who would enforce that and make
Right.
the subordinates and their own supervisors also listen to them, whether it is top level management, because top level management is entirely woke. They would sell their own mothers if they
Right.
would get a little pennies out of it.
Right.
Okay. Middle level management, that was the inclusion of women in the army and all that. That has already happened since the 70s. And lower level management, which is mainly of blue collared workers like all of us, and who make their own living via being rugged and all that. So in that level management, this has also percolated via osmosis through a supervisor who happens to be a vagina.
Right.
That is how, because they can't do the work of cleaning the gutters and all that. So that is why they need a supervisor, which happens to be a sperm receptacle. Shocking, of course. And that is how they try to tie the noose of the man,
Right.
have a dog collar around his neck and
Yeah.
give him electric shocks when he tries to disobey.
Yeah,
That is
there's
how.
not many sperm receptacles in the supervisor or managerial position, but the ones that are there used to have so much fucking influence over the entire place. I'm kind of I'm cutting it off though, department by department. I'm like appropriating their influence, and I'm like, no, we're gonna do this now. And so,
Good mother.
yeah,
Red Ranger here would bear me out on this one.
yeah,
The MBA, which I have also done, Master in Business Administration, the MBA in HR, Human Resource,
Yeah.
is what is the degree itself, the educational academic qualification itself was designed for women to enter and invade and infiltrate the middle and lower levels of management.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, one of my most recent connections, he said it twice. He was like, man, because I told him what I was doing, like for my job, fixing a lot of the stuff that's operationally wrong with the store, for one, but also what I was doing, like on a social level, we'll just call it, for this company. And he was just like, oh my God, if it wouldn't land me a visit in the HR department, like I would hug you right now. I was like, dude, when I'm done with this place, there won't be an HR department. So, yeah. I mean, I'm completely honest about what I'm doing. I even talk about it in front of the crazy bitches. I don't think they believe me. It's kind of funny.
Well, right now they don't believe you, but they would try to put boxes on you, like you are a conservative, you might be a Republican, you might be a, super conservative, or this, that, and the other, and
Yeah.
you are trying to stifle the voices of freedom, and they are going to cultivate all these grandiose notions of egalitarianism to try to counter you, just like they are doing to the woman in Texas A&M University who is trying to do a good thing by ending the DEI over there.
Yeah. I don't know. They seem pretty scared. They seem pretty scared.
Well,
I
for
didn't, I
now,
didn't mean to
yes.
I didn't mean to get off course at the beginning, but you had white knight questions.
Yeah. Well, you kind of answered them a little bit. I probably need a dude to sort it out, right? I just need to kind of ignore it. Because if I say something, I mean, I've been pretty vocal to a couple of them. I'm like, just stay out of my way. Like, it's not your business. Get out of woman's business, And they're like, oh. But, in case something were to come up, just in case one of these white knights tries to defend, the lack of honor that their queens hold.
Oh yeah, lack of honor. I mean, did their single mother teach them that? God,
Yeah, I don't
jeez.
know.
Like I think a lot of those guys, at least from my life experiences with it, they crave the female attention and validation. They want the pat on the head.
Yeah,
Oh, what a good boy you are. Yeah, take these bullets for me. Yeah.
yeah. They're very handsy with people. It's kind of weird. I know it reminds me of PUA stuff, petting zoo stuff. I've never seen that kind of stuff
How
in a
are
professional
PUAs?
setting.
I guess I'm not surprised, but at the same time, my mind, I'm miffed, baffled by the fact that it's 2023 and there's still enough suckers and desperate thirsty men out there that are going to pay, like the John Anthonys of the world to get chicks. I'm like, really? That's your meaning? That's your life's goal? You're going to pay some clown an exorbitant amount of money to try to get a girl? That's just stupid to me.
Oh, and a lot of these guys
And
are
I'm not
very.
even a guy that wants to. I'm not even a guy that's pro marriage or anything. But it's just like, really, you
Yeah.
really need some guy to teach you this. A guy who's knowingly fucked trannies, mind you. And I'm not
Right.
transphobic. I'm just saying the irony in that makes me laugh.
Yeah.
But he says he's straight.
Right. Well, and I think a lot of these guys are into the OnlyFans and that
And
kind of
then you've
shit
got
too.
the balding guy himself. Plays with fire. I swear, Ashtot's obsessed with him.
She is obsessed with that guy. I was
heard
hoping
that she is a
he would
moderator
come.
over there.
Yeah, I was hoping he would come defend his queen. He
I
won't
would
come to my
definitely have
channel.
jumped on if he does. You better let me know if he does, because I'll jump on.
Okay.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, YouTube constantly keeps trying to recommend all these people's channels. I'm like, you know what? I know Plays with Fire. Yeah, he's been on there for years. He's built up his content. Like, I'm not going to get on anybody for that. Just not
Yeah.
my thing. I just don't agree with what he does.
Right.
Yes.
There's no animosity. But then, like, I have repeatedly for months said, stop recommending, what's her channel name? Not your everyday Ashley, whatever the hell her name is. I'm like, stop. this is the type of people I speak against. I'm like, why? I don't
Right.
want to see her stuff. I don't want to lose brain cells today.
Right. Oh, by the way, hello, man, Latopia. Your son's here, Ranger.
Hello, son.
But I think, Red Ranger, the point you elucidated on earlier, it is the biological imperative of a man, and that is that strong that I mean, at this point, at this juncture in life, we would not say that we need a relationship. But a few years ago, or I would say even 8 or 9 years ago, I would have wanted a relationship, isn't it?
I can't speak on that. Like, I mean, I've been, it's not even that I was burned so many times, just like I've gone through just about everything there is. And that's why I cover the certain stuff on my channel, because I've been there and I'm trying to help younger men not go through the same thing.
Right.
But even when I was in, you know, elementary school, I didn't do what the crowds did then. I've just
Yeah.
never been a conformist. And I just never, even growing up, I was not reproductively driven. And I just find it funny, but my coworkers, you know, I have fun with them and stuff with them when we get on these serious topics that they start, by the way, like my outlook. It reminds me that, you know what, I'm doing something right. And it's a reminder that, hey, I'm not crazy. I'm just not doing what everybody else is and staying plugged in,
Right.
you know? And again, like I say, that's why on my channel, when I say, this isn't for me, I'm not telling you guys that, because I know I have a lot of my subscribers that still want to get married, are married, and yet they share their experiences. A couple of their wives have commented on my stuff, like backing me up, which I find funny. But I just tell people, exercise caution, enter at your own risk. It's not for me, but you do what you do. Just be careful, you know. But the feminist stuff, or like the stuff that GM does, I get a kick out of. But I have to keep digging, because like YouTube keeps turning off your stuff, and I was like, I didn't say to not show me, because like I have to like search to find your latest stuff.
Wow.
I have already, added her to my playlist. Some majority of her videos. That is how YouTube actually recommends you in the recommended section of your subscribed ones.
Hmm.
There was a time that YouTube was also unsubscribing me every time from Good Mother, but I kept searching it, so now it is being shown in my recommended section when I open the YouTube app.
Hmm. Hey, Lumber, do you have a link to that? I don't know if I know that. That's a crazy bitch, right? I can add her to my list to check out. Not so erudite? What is that? Maybe she'll have a conversation with me. Think? Maybe? I want one that has a couple more brain cells than the fucking inbred Alice, okay?
What a grill.
Oh man.
I use my
still
kid
hate
as a pawn.
I still hate her to this day.
She's such trash. Okay.
You want to talk about white knights? Yeah, when she shared my stuff months ago before I moved, oh my God, nothing but straight men white knighting and, you know, talking a big game. And I was like, hey, and I commented on each one. I was like, you can't tag me in it. And she never would respond.
Right? It's funny. One of those white knights is her pretending to be her brother with a manosphere channel. That's how pathetic this crazy bitch is. She literally made a channel to pretend to be her brother and to pretend to do red pill stuff and then start following a whole bunch of MGTOW channels. I was like,
What was
the
it?
fuck?
Captain Dave, Captain Planet? What was it?
Captain
Dave.
Dave something. Yeah, it was so funny.
Oh, so she also sent me some emails, by the way.
Emails? Alice
Yes.
knows how to email?
Yeah, from Captain Dave. I mean, that was
Oh,
months ago or something,
that's
5 months
weird.
ago or 4 months ago. I don't know. And she was saying that, my sister has been, my cousin has been, wronged by you people. So I'm coming in. I said, listen, if your sister has been wronged by us, let her talk to good mother. If
Yeah,
she can't do that, then we are not responsible for anything you say or do. And
right.
if you think that you would be able to get away with adventurism, which I am not in the FBI's jurisdiction or even in the CIA, okay? So
Right.
don't try to play games.
What a time to be alive.
I know,
What a
isn't it
time, what a time to be alive.
beautiful?
Oh, we're going to send feds up to you because your YouTube channel makes me re.
Yeah,
Like, what
yeah,
is
yeah.
that?
The words that you say on your public domain hurt my fifis. I'm like, bring them, send more,
No.
please, send more.
Like we used to say in the Army, we used to joke and say we printed off and made these sheets called hurt feelings reports or tiny heart syndrome. That's what we called it.
Hurt feelings reports. I like
We'd be
that.
like, hey, Private, fill out a hurt feelings report. Shut the fuck up.
I'm going to start a hurt feelings report box at work. I'm waiting.
Then you could have it's Tiny Heart Syndrome Awareness Month.
I'm waiting for one of these crazy bitches to like
You'd
report
probably get
me.
fired for doing either one of those things, though.
I don't know. I'm really pushing the boundaries. I'm waiting for one of these crazy bitches to report me to HR. I want to be written up for what I say and do at
It's
work.
like, I want to speak to the manager. Joke's on you. I am the manager.
No, I want one of them to tell on me to the workplace mommies. I'm like, which one of you crazy bitches has the guts to do it? Go tell on me. Please. It hasn't happened yet, so I'm still trying.
Oh, I don't know why they reminded me of it. So when I first moved to this condo, so the first it timed out great. I moved March 1st, and that Friday night they had like a meet and greet event in one of the lounges for like the new tenants and stuff, right? And this old lady walks up and she looks like you would expect like an old Karen who thinks she's the HOA would be. She literally went around asking for people's COVID stat or jab statuses because there was so many people in this lounge. And I was like, really? I moved to get away from this type of shit.
Right.
And then she got to me and I'm like, yeah, I didn't get it. And I just looked at her like stone faced. I'm like, I didn't get it. And she just kind of looked at me. She wanted to say something that she kept walking away. I was like, yeah, I didn't get it. I'm like, we're still playing this game 3.5 years later. I was like, that's news to me, lady. And she goes around and she complains about the dumbest little things. I'm like, well, we're moving into a new building right across the street in June. So I was like, good, at least I don't have to deal with her anymore. But it was just so funny to me. I'm sitting there, I'm like, this is March. And I'm going, we're really at an event and we have people asking if they got their booster. I'm like, this is not, I'm like, I'm in the upside down.
Oh, Ranger,
Karens.
At this company I work at, they, for Black History Month, that got the company, there's feminists there that got to throw themselves a little party on the company dime. They had a big catered event where they had a bunch of different restaurants catering the place, a bunch of food. They literally threw themselves a fucking party for Black History Month.
Of course they did.
Red
Solid,
Ranger.
brother. Solidarity,
Yes.
brother.
Yes.
Let
my
me tell
God.
you, in my bank where I used to work, there was not a Women's History Month or something, at least in Alberta. But they, on 8th of March or 8th of April, a day before your birthday or something, if I'm not mistaken, it was International Women's Day,
That is my
sanctioned
birthday.
That's every day in this Western society. Every day is
March,
Women's Day.
March
Oh,
8th.
yeah.
Yes, but on 8th of March, International Women's Day, they declared a second half leave for women at the place I was working in that very, and I was looking in shock and awe at all the women who were very happy, completely elated to grab their handbags and go away with their stilettos and blue mascara and red lipstick. And they did not go to home to attend to their family or anything. They
Of
went
course
to the
not.
bar, and after that they went to a strip club
Girls
for
know.
having a hens night, whatever. That was a big culture shock for me.
Well,
Yeah.
speaking of that, you know what? The state of New Jersey passed. They have the menstrual leave now.
In India as well,
That's
in
not going to get
university,
abused or anything.
Oh,
Red
God.
Ranger, brother, in
Wait.
India, university is giving 5-day leave every month to women who enrolled as students.
So every month they get an extra 5 days.
That's it. I'm
Extra.
identifying as a broad. I'm abusing this.
Do it. Do it, Ranger. Do it. Trans women can menstruate too, okay?
I'm
Oh.
I'm gonna identify as a chick and just start breaking workout lift records. That's what I'm
Do
gonna
it.
do.
Do it. I will support you. I'll be like, so
would
stunning,
make
so
this
brave,
reality.
Ranger.
Hell, if that male swimmer can do it, I can. Fuck it.
Yeah, yeah, do it. We need more trans women in sports, actually. The feminists are really hating it, and it makes me really happy that they hate
Oh
it so
yeah.
much.
But
Yeah.
again, this is that pesky thing of only be wanting, true equality or fighting for rights when it benefits them. That's why you
Yeah.
never hear them say a damn word about, the women in the Middle East who get castrated. Yeah, they're dead silent there.
Right.
Oh, of course. And guess who's going to get to walk on in and save the day with feminist sports for women? Men.
No, that would be trad cucks.
No, they're going
God,
to.
country, family loving people from the Midwest.
They're
These
going to expect.
bastards are so conservative that they are even conserving all these trans exclusionary radical feminists.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they're going to.
Giving them
They're already.
Heritage Foundation. Red Ranger would remember, and he would concur on this one.
They're.
Heritage Foundation is holding a panel full of turfs on their own video. It is on their YouTube video as well, even right now. And they have invited all these turfs and lesbian feminist and radical feminist over there for one and one single reason. That is to
It's a lot of
bash.
carpet munching.
Yes, but look, the women who destroyed the family unit in the 60s were all these bra burning lesbian feminists and radical feminists in the first place. But they are being mollycoddled on conservative conservative platforms just
Hmm.
because they are so conservative. They now want to conserve all these feminists as well. And they would say, oh, look at all these poor little women. It was only the third wave feminists who are wrong. These second wave feminists were all fighting for equality. We agree with equality. The overturn window has already shifted. Now what do we have to do? There is no conservatism without having or reinstating the fundamentals of patriarchy and the recognition of the hunter gatherer phenomena. If that is not there, then there is no conservatism at all. And every Tom, Dick, and Harry of a conservative that I see today, whether it is in India or whether it is in USA, hey, Red Ranger left actually.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Just a second. Be right back.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Red Ranger, for joining in. But I would say every Tom, Dick, and Harry of a conservative that I meet today is a completely a village idiot who would agree with the second wave feminism.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, I mean, like I said a while ago, you're already starting to see these feminists wanting men to save the day with these sports. Well, we're just sick and tired of the trans people coming in and dominating our sports. Oh, man, please help us. And, of course, you got enough men in this culture. They're going to come in and save the day. Because
Yes, but fundamentally, it would be difficult. The reason
Mhm.
being, uh, if men and women are logically equal,
Mhm.
then these conservatives would be on the wrong side of the progressive history for not letting men and women be really, really equal.
Yep. Mhm.
I think Red Ranger left Ma. Hey, he got booted? Ah, let me drop the link.
Oh, man.
Okay, she has done that.
Stand by. There he is.
I got the old boot. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, I didn't leave. I always say bye when I leave. Goddamn commas.
Yeah, YouTube's been pulling some weird shit lately. I don't know what's going
Dude,
on.
I've just been waiting. This week, I got to 1,000 and I got monetized. I'm like, now they're setting me up for the fall.
Uh-oh.
Hey, congratulations. That's lovely news. It's good stuff.
I
Heck
saw it and
yeah,
I was like, whoa, I got monetized. I'm like, someone's smoking at YouTube.
Are you going to stream or you just keep it with the videos?
I activated super thanks. That's all I've done so far.
Okay. Sweet. Everybody go give Red Ranger a super thanks for his content. Where is he? I always have a hard time finding you because of those damn stars, Ranger.
Well, that's also because I'm pretty sure I'm shadow banned.
Well, the stars don't help.
Well, I didn't want to. I'm actually thinking of changing the name though too. I don't know. I was going to do a poll and be like, "Hey, I'm thinking of these handful of names to change."
Uh-huh.
So I'm thinking of something because I'm going to do a revamp because we're moving June 1st into a bigger condo, but I'm going to get like a new setup and I'm going to have like a different backdrop. Like my content will be the same, but the production value is going to go up. But I'm thinking, like, I want to just do a different name. But I want something funny, but like not where I have to use stars because so people can try to find me or whatever. But
Well,
we'll see.
you have to put in the stars or else you won't even come up in the search.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, every time I've ever searched you, I always forget to add the stars. And then it's like, because I have all notifications on and I still don't get notified when you do videos, which is strange.
Yep, that's
Yep.
CommieTube for you. And it's
CommieTube.
funny. I have to search. Remember, I have to search for you, and what comes up is that Lifetime movie I told you about, The Good Mother, where she like kills her daughter.
Yeah.
Oh,
I got to watch that. Maybe I need to watch that movie. Is the daughter
No, the daughter's the good character. The mother is
Oh.
the bad is the villain in the movie.
Oh.
Look at those thumbnails. This is my favorite thing to do is those
know.
thumbnails.
Your thumbnails are great.
I need to up my thumbnail game.
Yeah, it has the thanks. Congratulations. That's exciting.
Thank you.
It's about damn time. How many channels did you lose to get to that point?
This is my third one, but honestly, I would have hit 1,000 a lot sooner. But again, with my job and the apprenticing, like it takes up most of my time.
Yeah.
I actually think that reminds me. I think what my new name will be after I move and have a new setup. I think my name is going to be the Working Man because I had a couple guys in the comments lately say the fact that you have a career outside of this and you do this on the side, as a working man, makes you legitimate. So I might change my name to the Working Man. That might be the new channel name.
Yeah, that would be good. Yeah, I love your thumbnails.
I have so much fun with those. I like laugh half the time when I'm making them.
Yeah,
I like that. It's like a comic book art style.
Well, that's
Yeah.
the thing. 'Cause I'm a big comic book guy. If you can't tell, so like that's why I like doing them like that.
Heck yeah. I need to up mine. I need a thumbnail art style of my own.
And it takes me so long to edit because I've been doing longer form videos now, especially on the weekends. Because like I laugh so hard, like I use the fart sounds. Like my shorts intro has the fart sound. I crack myself up. I'm like, you know what? If no one else likes it, whatever. Like I do it to make myself laugh. But
Oh, yeah,
also
no, they're
my old army buddies laugh. That's why I originally started doing the channels years ago.
yeah, they're funny.
Lord Jeremy, what's up, brother?
Hey, Jeremy,
Hey, Allah.
Hey,
How's the-
brother.
how's the MGTOW house doing?
That's going pretty good. It's
Yeah.
the last hour of my birthday right now.
Oh, happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, brother.
Thank you. Yeah, made some Alfredo and grilled some steaks. It was a good day.
Hell yeah. That's what's up.
And Red Ranger, I can relate. Being a working man who visits YouTube and does a little bit of content here and there. I pop on when I can, but you know how it is.
Oh yeah. And my stuff comes out later too, because I'm out west, so like I'm 3 hours behind most of my audience. So like my stuff, like I might film, like if I uploaded something right now, it's already after midnight on the other side of the country. So it's like technically the video is already out tomorrow.
Is it just me or is Ranger frozen?
Yeah. Yes, for me too.
His camera's frozen, yep.
There he
Am I
goes.
still frozen?
No,
There
you're
we go.
good now.
Oh man.
I'm telling you, I hit 1,000 on monetized. Now they're fucking with me. I'm telling you, it's how they do it.
Yeah. Well, does anybody else have any tips and tricks on how to deal with white knights? Or how I should deal with them as a woman?
Well, there's 3 ways to deal with white knights. The most effectual way is to ignore them,
Mm-hmm.
or you can engage with them and beat down all of their arguments, which doesn't work too well because then simp mode goes nuclear.
Mm.
Or you can do the soft approach where you can be a simp target and then slowly introduce some truths.
Like a re-education camp.
Yes.
I just let them get burned and they learn themselves. And I mock
For them-
them and then I bring them back in.
For the most part, that's the best way to approach it. You do the white glove approach. If they got dirt on them, you leave them alone until they stew a little bit, and then then you bring them into the fold once they got plenty of dirt on them. From a woman, of course.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying a couple of those different tactics with various people. I just all of the things are not working well. Maybe
I just kill with kindness because this channel of mine, my third and current channel, the overwhelming majority of my detractors are men, are white knights, all this stuff. And usually when I kill them with kindness, they usually delete their comment right after.
Yep.
Really.
This is usually what I say. I say, proud of you with a heart emoji. Or I say, I hope you find happiness one day, kiss emoji. Or I say, Jesus loves you with a kiss emoji and a wink face.
Jesus
know-
loves you.
Honesty is always the best policy.
Yeah.
And
Well, I've
then I
been
had
pretty
some
honest.
then I had some crazy bitch feminist comment last weekend on a video, and she was a short of mine. And she's like, "Oh, how dare you!" It was she really tried to gaslight me on my short about the porn star whose husband has no problem with her lifestyle, and she was like, "How dare you?" Judging someone else the way they live. And I just go, "I'm proud of you." And she goes, "Thank you, Ranger. I'm proud of myself too." And I was like, "You dumb bitch, you totally missed it. I'm not being genuine." Oh God. It's always
And you-
those, the videos of the extreme examples I use, and that's when the people read the most. They're like, "How dare you?" And I go, "So you support lives of gluttony and degeneracy. Cool. Jesus loves you."
You can only spoon feed people as much truth as they can handle.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a habit of fucking bombarding them with it.
Yeah, I have
you
my,
take them by the
I'm
throat
like-
and shove it down.
Still more.
Yep.
Yeah, I do. I'm
Yeah.
awful about that.
You're only gonna make more enemies that way.
Well, I
you
don't.
gotta-
Good.
I don't have any enemies, so I feel like.
Well, you got a crazy bitch list. I beg to differ.
Well, I'm talking about online. Yeah, my crazy bitch is online. But like in real life, when I am face to face with these crazy bitches, they don't fucking do shit. They just pretty much like submit quickly. It's kind of funny.
Have you ever talked to I know Kush did because he destroyed her when he was on her panel. Have you ever spoken to Femme Sapien?
I did. She came to, let's see, I saw her in Hamster's stream one day and I asked her if she's here for some fucking, some crazy bitch training or something. And then she came to my stream one night and I was like, "Hey, we should, have a conversation." She's like, "Oh yeah, send me a message on Instagram and we can set something up through Google." I was like, "No." Like I pulled up at my calendar. I'm like, "No, let's set something up now. You can make a commitment now." She's like, "That's not how I do things."
Yeah.
And she's like, "I found you on Instagram. I sent you a message." I'm like, "I'm not going to fucking read it. Make a commitment right now, you coward." And she fucked off. And I left it unread for the longest time and then it just disappeared. So I'm like, yeah, she fucked off. Like, you're not going to play these stupid, like, "Oh, I'll get to you when I get to you." No, make a fucking commitment to have a conversation.
Well, that's the thing. These folks, again, her and others, they're grifters. They've hijacked certain spaces
Yeah.
and they're making money off the suckers.
Yeah.
Just like
Rolled up tomato.
just like my favorite person that I need to get back in mocking, but I think she blocked me because I tagged her in a couple of my other stuff. And that's what's her face, the one who called Rolo a DILF. Sarah Dawn Moore.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
gross.
she blocked me, so I can't. I'm like, yeah, she's just as bad. Like when she did a video saying, "You want to know why women no longer chase the hot guys?" And I said to her, I added her, and I was like, "Because you're used up and they don't want you anymore, so you're mad about it. You're making excuses." Yeah. And then I got a notification. I'm like, of course I did.
Yeah. Mm.
I don't know what's so funny about the term crazy bitch, but it's always been made me laugh.
It's funny because it's true. No, when I use it at work, everybody fucking laughs. It's funny. And I use the shit out of it at work. Like I've told all the guys, I'm like, "No, my goal is to rid this place of all its crazy bitches."
You're still in Texas, right?
Yeah.
God, remember when Texas didn't have these problems?
Yeah, like 5 years ago. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, California used to be
Remember
a red
when
state.
Austin and Houston were thriving cities?
I don't remember that. I've only been here maybe almost 15 years. Houston and Austin have been shitholes since I've been here. I think their
Damn
poison came into my area, along with the university, of course. But yeah, this place I'm working at 5 years ago was not the way it is now. Like, because I used to shop there religiously. So, yeah.
And I grew up in an area that was deeply feminist before I was born.
Mm.
There
The home
used
of
to
the
be a.
Duluth model.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What?
What? Wait, are you talking about my home state, Washington?
No, Minnesota.
Oh,
The home of the Duluth model.
I feel like Washington State is the home of the Duluth model.
Well, the home of the Duluth model is the state that contains the city of Duluth.
Oh.
Mm.
I just know growing up hearing from my father that there was nothing he could do to get custody of me because my mom had so many baby daddies that legally, like, they won't separate the children in order for him to get custody of me. And that was in the
No.
80s.
They have to maintain the child's livelihood.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
You know how you stop that? Stop spreading your legs.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Who
Stop
listens to that?
Stop
I mean,
putting it in when they spread their legs. That's how you really stop it.
Yeah, discipline. Oh God.
I feel like it's harder for men to be disciplined, though, than women. I mean, men, they're so very, very visually fucking triggered and turned on by stuff. And
That's why before you go on
and
a
it
date, you
isn't.
should jerk off and get that venom and poison out of your fucking system. That's what I
I
do.
mean, look, that is why prostitution was considered as one of the world's oldest professions. But why it has been criminalized till date when porn is there? The reason
I
being, all these Bible thumping, God, country, family loving Christians would not let it happen.
I got a question for you, contriver.
Sure.
If prostitution is the oldest profession known to man, how did they get paid?
Via other things like resources and men taking care of their offsprings who are a product of that adultery.
They
So
got paid in they got paid in zinc deposits.
hunters
Yes.
are
Proper
the
garden
oldest
tools.
profession known
Oh,
to
yes.
man.
Yes.
Being able to provide resources and security is the oldest profession known to man. Prostitution is the second oldest profession.
I mean, for men, it is our own being a mercenary, being a hired gun. For women, it is
Yes,
being a concubine.
selling our services, but the services
Yes.
had to be there in order to provide the market for them to sell it.
Has anyone
So,
ever told you sound like Hank Hill?
which one of us?
Now you
That would be
listen
you,
here, buddy.
Jeremy. Jeremy, you sound like it when you were saying certain things. I love it.
Okay.
Now you listen here, buddy.
I got propane accessories.
I'll tell you what, these damn boys are whacking in my tool shed.
But in order for prostitution to be the quote unquote oldest profession, there has to be a profession that's able to pay them for their services.
Well, that is a given that they would
Yeah.
be paid.
So it's the second oldest profession by definition, right?
Oh, yes. I mean, a man has to cultivate resources and a woman has to just
Provide
dwell
value.
on them. Yes.
She steals
Yeah.
that.
And she sells the peace sleeve to gain those
Man, that
resources.
took you.
Yes, OnlyFans.
Yes.
That's the
You're-
newest form of prostitution.
Your son, Ranger. Poon is the oldest bank account.
I'm rubbing off on him. He has no chill.
Right? Yeah, OnlyFans. Ugh.
Lonely fans.
You know what's
Yeah.
great? It's funny. Like the first girl that I met when I was out here, she's an OF girl, and yeah, we hung out. It was funny, and I posted my community tab like a month or so ago. She was the girl that I said on my community tab openly admitted that she was a serial cheater, and I'm like, cool. So you're a side piece. She just suddenly developed a conscience when she's like, oh, do you want to hang out with my friends and I, but no sex? I said, why would I want to do that? Why would I want to do that? I'm like, you've already shown me your card, and I'm like, she suddenly developed a conscience because she realized, crap, she's about to turn 30, and it's all downhill from here. But yeah, these OF girls, it's like, you know what, get your money. I hope you invest it, especially for those who are the single moms. I'm like, because you're going to need that money to invest in your kids' therapy, because you've seen all these stories pop up too of the kids having to leave schools because they're getting bullied because the kids discovered their mom's OnlyFans.
Mm.
But my thought process is, okay, you switch schools, so you're telling me the kids in the other schools don't have internet access?
Right.
They're not going to find it?
Right.
You know, you fucked your kid for an entire life.
Right.
And when they get old and age out and the Sims don't feed their account anymore, what are you going to do? A lot of them don't save and invest that money. So what are you going to do when your looks betray you? When gravity sets in?
Right.
Yeah.
They're gonna
But you know what's funny? It's the equivalent of when like the plus size, even though they're obese and fat, the large Marges, the big Shirleys, they say they won't date fat men. But it's the same thing. I've seen so many articles of OF girls who won't date men who do the same thing.
Yeah,
Like-
I saw something. Somebody posted something about what is that Lizzo chick? It's like they were like,
yeah, she said she's vegan now.
oh god. Well,
I
no,
posted that earlier.
people are like, for all these girls that are like, oh, Lizzo's so beautiful, and
No, she's
all
not.
that. Why did they get pissed when
No.
you tell them they look like her?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's funny.
I'm a 10. No, you're not. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. No, it isn't. Ask an image consultant.
Right.
Yeah, you're 1,000 pounds, maybe.
No. They're a 10 in a scale of 1 to 100.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's all about context.
I heard a crazy thing the other day. She goes, oh, even if I'm not attracted to the person, but the more I get to know him, this is talking about when they settle for, the Poindexter with the pocket protector, Mr. Dependable, Mr. Safe, Mr. Reliable. Oh, but his personality, I can learn to find him attractive. I'm like, no, it doesn't work like that. If you don't want to bang somebody when you first meet them, you don't force that. It doesn't just you don't just gradually become more attracted, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I've never dated a girl that I started out with, you know what? She's ugly, but God, she's funny. I can't wait to bang her because that's hot. No.
Right.
Like, I'm sorry. When I was dating, it's like I was initially attracted to them. No, there's none of that. Oh, well, like if Tom, he's 5'2", a little hairy, he's balding, but you know what? I can talk with him, and that makes him a 10. No, it doesn't. Some of these, I swear, like I don't know if you guys seen that Whatever podcast. I swear that guy's paying those girls to be there. There's no way. Like this podcast is well known now. These girls go on there knowing they're about to get obliterated. There's no way they're doing that for free. In my opinion, there's no way. He's got to be paying those girls.
Yeah, somebody
Yes,
at work
he's-
actually told podcast. I'd never heard of it.
Is it Brian's podcast? It is a conservative version of, shall we say, Fresh and Fit.
Yeah. So he always has conservative guys and girls on there, but I'm just like, it's funny at first, but then it's like it's the same show every day. It's like, again, that's why I find it hard to believe that these women just go on there willingly for free,
But
to get embarrassed every day.
but those are the same puppets. They're like all the same brand of fucking puppetry. So they all
Yeah.
say the same damn thing, which
Yep.
is weird. Like,
And contriver, you said fed and simp improperly.
Oh, I look. The thing
Right
is,
on, brother. Right on.
look.
I know
Especially
you
the
guys
front
hate
part.
Myron and Walter. I like them though. I think they're doing good.
Look, I don't have animosity towards anybody. I'm
Yeah.
just I just think that if they would had more and more people who would tell other people as to what to do and how to, increase your finances, how to trade in stocks, and how to do this, that, and the other, that would be much more beneficial. But I don't see that. And if Mr. Iridium Kush and Bandit come together to do a money making Monday or something, nobody even watches that.
Right. Well,
Yeah,
and
like,
that's the
weren't they
thing.
doing that? I thought they were doing that for a while.
They were.
Yes.
But when I see Myron and Walter, like every time they have a panel, they go through and all of these women talk about which degree they have. And sure as shit, there's like two of them with a psychology degree, and they're the biggest whores on the fucking panel.
Useless
I'm a
biggest
PhD.
feminist. Yes.
Useless degrees.
I know. But
Yep.
like I look at what they're doing as collecting massive amounts of data points on which departments and which actual universities are most indoctrinated.
I would say even entire podcast of Fresh and Fit is not wrong. They bring in some, if they would be able to bring in someone like Robert Kiyosaki or other
Rich
economic
dad, poor dad.
experts.
Yep.
Rich Dad Poor Dad guy.
Yeah, they
I
do.
mean, he's a little bit like a prick, egotistical bastard, but he is very good with telling people as to what is debt and what are finances and things like that. So he is very good in that.
Big difference
Up,
between debt and asset.
exactly.
Yeah.
So debt is tax free as well, as Lord Jeremy remembers. So what I'm trying to say is, if those type of podcasts are there, 50%, I would say Fresh and Fit would have a success. But they have kept it that way, which is the very same thing which whatever podcast of Brian is also doing, because
Yeah.
they have gauged the age range, and their target demographic is between the ages of 10 to 20 years of age, who are
Yeah.
coming of age right now
Yeah.
in their teens and 20s.
I mean, and if you look at all the women, these are young women, and these are fresh out of university. This is literally the product of feminism today.
Mhm.
Like it's fresh out of the fucking crazy indoctrination camp. By the way, Lumber Luck, that blacklist and all that kind of stuff, that doesn't exist on this channel. So whatever kind of fuckery that happened it's not here. So just FYI, those guys are welcome here too.
Yeah, this channel does not carry the MGTOW moniker.
Yeah.
And
It
neither
is not even part of the manosphere.
Right.
It is
Not-
like
neither do I,
no
but
man's
I live
land
that
sort of.
lifestyle.
Yeah. No, my channel is about crazy bitches, university indoctrination, feminism, and the psychology field as a whole, because I see that as being the number one perpetuator of crazy bitch indoctrination. So
Here is our banner. Let me run our banner.
there we go. And all the men from all the different group identities are welcome, as long as they get along.
Yep.
This isn't
And-
a channel for men sorting each other out either.
It's the channel for sorting crazy bitches out.
Exactly. And anybody who would like to participate in that are welcome.
And Contriver and I will agree to disagree. I have a lot of animosity, but I won't go into that because I don't want to get GM's channel banned.
No,
Not
good
only
luck.
that, animosity. Look, animosity I have towards many of the people, but given the fact that someone is engaging someone, I understand now. I have made peace with that. It is not that I don't have any point of contention till date. I
especially
just
with what's happening
understand
in
and
India.
walk away.
Yeah.
Well, well, India is totally Kakistan. So, I
Yeah.
mean, what do you expect from Simpistan or Kakistan like India? They are just going to follow suit what their Western patrons would tell them to do.
Yep. And if I had my way, we'd stand up and change it, but that's not likely to happen.
And if that is not likely to happen, then we would live, laugh, love the very style which women do. And we would live a very solipsistic lifestyle.
Live,
I'm
laugh,
being
Yes.
honest
love.
about that.
Yes.
I'm being,
More
I'm,
narcissism, please. More. You guys cared. You guys still give these crazy bitches way more dignity and respect than they actually fucking deserve.
I
Not
don't.
me.
You've seen my
Well,
channel.
I don't.
I know you
Hey,
don't.
you've
You,
seen my channel. I do
I know.
not. I say almost every video. I have no fucking sympathy for these broads.
Yeah, no, I know.
Oh, I
neither
don't
do I.
either. I've said stuff
I,
that maybe I should be canceled for right now.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I call them literally sperm receptacles. So you,
Yes,
That's
you
a
do.
Tom Likas original right there. That line.
I mean,
Well,
he
no,
used to
I
call
think
them
Tom
sperm
Likas said sperm
depository.
depositories.
Yes, he did.
Exactly. So
You're
I'm saying
correct. Yes.
receptacle. So there is a little bit of my creativity. I would say, look, I have no love lost for women.
Yeah.
I can taste revenge when I see it, but I don't want to delve deeper into that because what it would do for my physical and mental well-being. And
Hmm.
we, Red
Amen.
Ranger would agree with me since we are of the same age that we need to now look for our own, shall we say, physical and mental well-being and
Yeah.
Mhm,
betterment instead of,
That,
because we are in the age of decline now, and
mhm.
and I think
with the
I'm the same
economy not
age
being the
too.
same.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, with economy not being the same, and there are hard times and dark ages to come in the foreseeable future, I think it would be better for us to amass and seize the opportunity for us to do whatever we want to do to ensure our safety and security, which is paramount.
That's why I'm in the trades, man. Because when the world goes to shit, all of a sudden, all these Yas queens are gonna want me to fix stuff, and I'm gonna say nope.
Well,
You,
GM, I made a video a long time ago, and you reviewed it on your channel. I don't hate women as a MGTOW. I understand them,
Right.
right?
same,
So
same
what does
here.
that so what does that mean, outlaw? You may ask. Well, I laid the sins of the charges to the women who have done me wrong and them alone. Remember that video?
Yep. Yep.
I don't punish the entirety of all women for what two or three did to me, my brother, my brothers in this community. I hate that woman in general who did it to my brother. But I
Amen.
understand that other women can do that to me, right?
Hmm.
So I understand them by protecting myself.
Yep. Which
That's
Exactly.
is
how you
super.
understand them, by protecting you from
But
them.
Or you just go by what Al Bundy said on Married with Children. Don't even if you don't even try to understand them. Women understand each other and they hate each other.
Amen.
Oh yeah.
right. Well, and
Yep.
that's important, and that's what I think. That's why I respect you guys the most. I think because it's like you guys have boundaries when it comes to crazy bitches. Like
Yep.
Mhm.
you know how to say no when it's necessary, and like the honesty I see coming off like all these guys that are on the panel currently is the most honest that I see people speaking about women. So I'm like I can't help not respect that because I appreciate people that aren't white knighting for these crazy bitches.
I
Mhm.
mean,
So
that sort of instance also happened in front of me when the International Women's Day which I was talking about, a half day leave, which they got from the bank. And this was a private investment bank where I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I took my stuff, I moved my briefcase and got home
Yeah.
alongside them. And everybody was watching me. I said, I have some work to do at home as well. I would work from home.
Yeah.
To hell with you, bastards. You mean when everything what you do and what you say is going to be used against you in that regard, when your entire existence is considered as a debt weight on the society itself, then you just have to deracinate yourselves from the society, which I have done for myself
Mhm.
personally. And I think every woman, and here good mother would agree with me, is a beneficiary of feminism by default.
Yep. No, I totally agree. But I mean, going back to what Outlaw was saying, like, oh, I don't hate women. Like, I know more than I think anybody that you guys don't fucking hate women. Like, none of you on the panel have been disrespectful ever towards me. Like to sit and have a conversation with somebody, you can't do that to somebody that you hate. So it kind of negates that whole fucking argument
Well,
in my eyes.
it's a simple one to break down, right?
Yeah.
How can I hate somebody I've never met?
Right.
And there's millions of
Easy. The
women out there in
leptoids
the
do it
world.
every day.
Oh yeah.
Right.
You know, people paint a picture of what, these women out here are like and what they do. That's just an image.
I hold up a
I-
giant mirror to them. That's all I do on
Me
my
too.
There
channel.
you go.
And me personally, I wish that women could love me the way that I love them.
Right.
I don't. I don't. I'm like I've said to GM for months. My receptors are fried. I'm basically dead inside. I don't need them to love me. They just need to leave me alone or at least be peaceful and not give me headaches.
Right.
And this coming from a man who had his heart ripped out of his ass.
Right.
Mm.
Right.
By a woman that I thought was my best friend and my one and only, and then she was sleeping with my best friend.
The one, my person.
Yep.
What
She
Disney says.
she loved me.
Did your guys'
I'm on Tinder to find my person.
Oh
Okay,
God.
okay.
Right. Did your guys'
Yeah.
horoscopes match up? Were they compatible?
Oh man. Yeah, it's
Mm.
betrayal, right?
Yeah.
It's a
I won't date a
traumatizing experience.
Gemini ever again.
I mean,
It goes deep because you have roots with that person. You make a connection, and then all of a sudden it's like it's just chopped.
Yeah.
It hurts.
Like it meant nothing.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what doesn't hurt though? Switching your car insurance to Geico.
Saving a bunch of money.
Oh man.
I'm tired, guys. It's been a long week. I can't help it. I'm just being a fucking goof.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, it has been a long week. Fuck.
Like the meme I saw. I just saved a bunch of money by effing the progressive chick.
Oh.
Oh, Flo?
Wait, is that
Oh,
Flo?
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flo.
Whoa.
What an unfortunate name she has.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I hope it's not a heavy flow.
Oh man.
Ooh.
What's that line in Mean Girls where she goes, "It's because I have a heavy flow and a wide set vagina."
Oh my god.
She doesn't even go here.
Oh boy. And with that, I wish you all adieu and good night. I
Good
have to
night,
go to
Lord
bed.
Jeremy. Have a good night. Send our good wishes to the house, okay?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Have a good night, guys.
and have a happy birthday.
Yes. Have a
Thank
happy
you.
birthday.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yep.
Well, I'm tired too.
Yeah, it's about to be 10 o'clock here out west. I gotta get ready for the gym.
Yeah, it's about to be 12 here.
Yeah, here too. I was hoping one of these crazy cunts would hit that link, but why do they never do?
Don't be
Dude.
surprised if replays of this are going to be on their streams.
Oh, the cowards. They probably would. Fucking Ashthot. She thought she would go to Kush's channel just to, defend herself, defend her honor to Kush. And so I commented. And
All
then
I could hear...
No, Ranger, she had to call in her friend because she wouldn't talk to me one-on-one in a comment section.
I would just picture Kush smoking a fat blunt laughing at her replies, like how when he's feeling really good, like how he starts laughing. I could just picture him doing that.
Yeah, he was loving it. He's just watching it happen, like he's not responding.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I'm washing my hands of these cunts. I full-heartedly believe that bitch was responsible for calling the Vital Message Caduceus's fucking medical school and getting him to shut down his fucking YouTube channel. And I stand behind that. The dude was talked to by the people that, are responsible for making or breaking his future. And they told him because of his YouTube channel, he needs to close it because some chick's got her feelings hurt, apparently.
Stop bending the knee to these cunts.
Right.
Yep.
He's young, though, and actually believes that those dudes have the power to do what they said. Talking again about the White Knights. Technically, the upper management or whatever you want to call it, the teachers that are supposed to be responsible for this man's future, white knighted for these crazy cunts.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm half tempted to go pay him a visit and find out who the fuck called him, just to prove it was Ashthot.
We know Alice doesn't have the brain pans to do that.
No, she does not have the two cells to rub together to find.
I'm going to hell.
That's all right. We'll see you there.
Yeah.
Oh, Billy found a perfect picture earlier. Let me find it. Oh, it was great. It's totally Alice. Where is it? Well, Outlaw, do you have some MGTOW church coming up? Or are you going to cook butter chicken? Are you going to cook Contraver's butter chicken?
I'm going to try it. I'm going to have to go find some of the ingredients. But yeah, we're definitely going to try it.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is probably going to be another cooking stream, either that or I've started doing the nostalgia stream stuff for my other channel. So I could probably throw up a poll tomorrow and see which type of stream they want to see, and then we'll go from there. But it'll most likely be cooking.
Oh my god.
That's Alice.
Oh my god.
Except the jackass needs a grill.
And the kid is her pawn, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah. Anybody she could try to use as a shield from accountability. Her own fucking children. First she used her dad, who's a vet. By the way, Red Ranger, being since you're a vet, how would you feel about some fat crazy bitch parking in the vet parking?
She better get the hell out of there.
Just so she didn't have to, walk very far to work.
She better get her lazy ass out of that parking spot.
Right? I'm going to bring it up next time I see her. I'm gonna be like, oh, which branch did you serve in?
I would say, where's the men who would, check her on that? But again, seems like they're not around.
There's many vets also at work who don't park there because they're like, if there's a customer that's a
Mhm.
vet, they can park there. I'm
Yep.
okay. Yeah. But she fucking parks her fat ass there. I'm gonna start that conversation with, oh, which branch of the service were you in? Just curious.
Yeah. Scare her with a little stolen valor.
Yes. I hate fucking
I had a
stolen
coworker
valor.
ask me about that today. They didn't know it was a federal offense. I'm like, yeah, motherfucker, you can't impersonate cops or military. I'm
Right.
like, how do you not know that's not a crime?
Right.
These men out here, Jesus Christ.
Right.
God.
Right. Because technically she is impersonating a veteran
Yeah.
by parking there. Why are all these feminist criminals? They all steal stuff.
Well, they're
They
told
all,
it's empowering.
right. I want to know who told her it was empowering to park in the veterans parking.
Probably her gender studies professor.
Maybe.
Hear me roar. You will impregnate me. You gotta find a way to start recording these people at work with like a hidden mic or something.
Dude, it's legal. Texas is a one-party recording state. That's why I'm one of the benefits that they offer us is mental health stuff, and they have a list
Oh, I
of.
bet that gets abused by the crazy bitches. I need another mental health day.
But no, these are counseling sessions with a network of fucking counselors.
Oh, even better.
I know. I want to talk to them about my my anger issues and
Make
what
sure
makes
you-
me angry.
Hey, make sure you turn on your crocodile tears when you're in there.
Ooh. I don't know.
Are
I'm gonna
you the-
record. I'm gonna
are you
record the
capable of
session.
that? Or are you an outlier? You can't do that. You can't cry.
I might have to
a lot of
like.
your kind.
I might have to pull a nose hair or something. No, I can't cry on command. I can barely cry when I feel like it. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, it'll be
man.
fun. It'll be fun. Yeah, there's at the top of my list, there's a black woman who
I've seen her.
specializes in anger management.
Of course, I'm just gonna say it, and I'm gonna say it because, hey, I can make those jokes.
Right.
Of course, they have a black woman who's doing anger management. What are the odds?
Right. Hello, Link. Good to see you.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. Well, gentlemen, shall we call it a night? Oh, Outlaw, I want to drop your channel too here.
Okay.
Here's Ranger's channel, just because it's up here. Oh, hey, Link. Yeah. Go ahead and sub to this one too. There's Rangers. Outlaw. I want to see some buttered chicken. If you
Heck
want,
yeah.
I'll cook it. I know you talked about getting somebody on camera to cook it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the goal. I want to get somebody on that's going to film themselves cooking. I'm not currently. I'm not set up with this laptop to do that, so
Yeah.
I'm trying to get somebody else to kind of take lead on that and show us in real time.
Yeah. Butter chicken. Put that on there and I'm going to vote for it.
Yeah.
All right. There's the Rangers. There's Outlaw's channel. Should I drop yours, Contriver? You never fucking stream or anything. I'm going to drop it anyway. Contriver. And congratulations again on your monetization, Ranger.
Thank you.
Good
I
news.
still say it's a trap, but we'll see how it goes.
Just to get
Look,
your hopes up.
What's that?
Just to get
I
your hopes
say
up.
yes.
Yep, we'll see. I'm just waiting for
Well,
that email. You got a community strike.
hope for the best and be prepared for
Plan
the
for the
worst.
worst.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All
Oh,
right,
here we go.
I'm going
You
to
are
bed.
not looking good in stash, by the way.
Oh yeah, I
You
had to bring it
look
back.
like a sad clean shave
I told you
with a
guys I can
stubble.
grow it anytime I want. It doesn't take long to come in.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm just saying that you looked way better clean shaven.
Oh, I like the stash. I think it's fabulous. See, this is what I'm talking about right here. Finally, at the end, the crazy bitch brigade shows up. Yeah, the vital message got caught talking to Ashtot's 17-year-old niece. Ashthot actually got her 17-year-old niece, invited her into a Discord she didn't fucking belong in because she was trying to set Caduceus up for some Me Too shit. So that was Ashthot's fault. And she knows it. She had no
Stunning and
business
brave.
fucking inviting her niece into that Discord. That is her fucking responsibility.
Stunning and brave.
Yeah. So, all right, let's call it a night. Say goodbye, everybody.
We'll see you in the next one.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks, guys,
See
for
you.
coming up.
No problem.
So we are ending the broadcast, right?